Whispers in Apartment 6C Part 1. After the breakup, I needed somewhere cheap, fast, and far from memories. That's how I ended up in Apartment 6C of the Briar Hill complex, an ageing 6-story building tucked between a tyre shop and a shut-down laundromat in the worst-lit corner of the city. It wasn't terrible, not at first glance. Small kitchen, narrow living room, warped wooden floors that creaked when you walked. But it was affordable, and after everything I'd been through, I was more than okay with a little noise. Except, the noise wasn't what I expected. The first night, I chalked it up to the building settling. Groans from the pipes, bangs from the radiator. I've lived in enough old places to know they sound like a dying animal, if you pay attention. But sometime around 2:30 a.m, as I lay curled on my mattress on the floor, I heard something I couldn't explain. Whispering. Not just any whispering. A voice, close, too close, speaking softly right next to my ear. But when I bolted upright, there was nothing there. It hadn't come from outside, or upstairs, or the hallway. It had come from inside the room. I didn't sleep much after that. The next morning, I found something wedged behind the bathroom mirror while brushing my teeth. A note, written on a torn piece of paper, folded tightly. It simply said, "Don't listen to it. It learns your voice." There was no name, no date. The handwriting was shaky, rushed. I stared at the mirror, then checked behind it again, but there was nothing else. I should have been scared, but mostly I was just confused. I figured maybe it was a prank, left behind by a bored tenant, or some kind of urban legend gag. But that night the whispering came again. This time I stayed perfectly still, pretending to sleep. I couldn't make out words at first, just sounds, breathy syllables that rose and fell like a lullaby. Then a pause. Then my name. It said my name. Not the full version, just the one my dad used to call me as a kid. Emmy. Soft, affectionate, like a friend or a parent. Then the whisper laughed. Not a human laugh, more like a dry hiss, like leaves blowing through a vent. I didn't scream. I couldn't. I stayed awake until the sun came up, the whispering fading just before dawn, like a dream evaporating in light. I told myself it was stress, sleep paralysis. Maybe I dreamed it. But then the next night, I set up my phone to record audio while I slept. When I played it back the next morning, the first 30 minutes were quiet. Then came a faint rustling, a click like something moving in the hallway. "Emmy, why are you still here?" My own voice, except I was dead asleep. Follow for more stories coming soon.